Take a check on the two lineups then. Barcelona are unchanged from the 11 that took to the field in that impressive Champions League win here in midweek against Internazionale. 39th Clasico appearance, 5 red cards in that time, so important he keeps his discipline. Real Madrid, 2 changes from the Champions League starting 11 in midweek. The win over Victoria did win. Barcelona being dominant over the last 20 Clásicos, winning 12 of them, losing only 4. They're coming under pressure here now. It's an easy pick out for Courtois.
It's about 7 or 8 passes, 1 and 2 touch play.
Here's Gareth Bale. Only Benzema to hit, and he's found him. He had to take it first time, but Gareth Bale is not culpable for everything. The players have to take their share of the responsibility. Now an excellently timed run. Great control as well from Jordi Alba. Coutinho! Barcelona strike where we fully expected them to strike. Those runs from Jordi Alba down in behind the right back position, and this time the cross from Jordi Alba perfectly into the stride of Philippe Coutinho, and the Brazilian, in only his second Clásico appearance, gets his first goal against Real Madrid.
And how easy is this? One ball in behind, they're threatened on them already on 3 or 4 occasions to get Jordi Alba in that type of position. On this occasion, he does exactly the right thing. Good movement. Luis Suarez attacks the near post, takes defenders away from him, and he just cuts it back into the path of Philippe Coutinho. It's not an easy chance, it's rather easy, but I've seen the missed in a Clásico. And I thought if they got off to a good start today, they could really test Barcelona.
Here's Suarez. Coutinho loves these angles. Just enough white shirts there for a start to the campaign of being consistent all the way through. Here's Rafinha, just held up by Ramos. Needs to be careful with that. And it's played to Artur! Good save from Courtois.
In this recent run of results for Real Madrid, Nacho just flicks the ball away and it's straight into the path of almost to Iniesta. Artur gets out of his feet, doesn't particularly get it into.
Here's Modric. Isco just unable to move on to that. Sergio Roberto made it a little awkward, but Isco gets his cross away, cleared by Piqué. Now Ramos sits up nicely. That's all he could do really from there, was get it on target, but it was routine in the end for Ter Stegen.
Certainly set up, inviting him to take on the attempts, gets in front of Luis Suarez, and chest control and a straightforward save.
Left-hand side for Coutinho, and now for Jordi Alba. Fed in towards Suarez, takes a tumble, referee says play on. Times seem to stop still for a split second or two there. Everybody holding their breath, offside now Barcelona, but everyone holding their breath, not least the players in white shirts. And it will be the referee's eventual final decision. There he is taking a look at what happened.
It's dramatic, isn't it?
And here is his decision. Penalty. Lopetegui lopes back to his seat, shake of the head from the Real Madrid head coach. And after that long deliberation, the first Clásico using the VAR system, Luis Suarez with the chance to make it 2-0. No mistake from the Uruguayan. 7 goals in the Clásico now for Luis Suarez. Who needs Messi? We'll be
talked about the big players stepping up, didn't we? And two that we kept mentioning, Coutinho and Suarez for Barcelona. Coutinho with the opening goal, Suarez fell to a penalty, takes responsibility, steps up, and slots it home. And there we see he has the urgency to get across Varane at the near post. And Varane has to do more. He has to be initially sharper, get ahead of Suarez. He doesn't. Then you can't make contact. You can't knock over the striker. In my opinion, the correct decision. Suarez makes no mistake, gives Barcelona the 2 goals.
It's paying dividends. And once again, here we go. Look at the room here for Jordi Alba. It's getting embarrassing for Real Madrid. Suarez wasn't too far away from me by Varane. Suarez stronger there than Ramos. Excellent looking cross! Nobody able to feed despite the efforts of Suarez, who delivered the cross to get in there. Busquets, Rafinha, shots on, and he didn't miss the far angle by much.
Now, Gerard Piqué going to make his way back. He just can't resist staying up there after a set piece. He's never in a rush to get back. There's the eventual attempt from Rafinha. Just curls wide of that far post. Suarez with the delivery towards the far side of the goal. I think Piqué's going for goal. No obvious between Nacho and Ramos. So it's a 3-man central defence. Vasquez therefore is more suitable to playing as a wing back. Marcelo likewise on the left side for Real Madrid.
Rakitic, had it got a touch, I think Rafinha would have been offside anyway, but I can see it in the last league game here at the Camp Nou. Here's Marcelo. So very little of him getting forward. It's a good cross though. More than that, it was an excellent cross and very well defended by Longley.
That's the intention, isn't it? To get Real Madrid players to get back and help their defenders.
Here's Bale, taken on now by Benzema to Vasquez. Towards Isco, it's much better from Real Madrid. Marcelo scores for the 3rd successive game, the Brazilian. And Real Madrid are certainly right back into this Clásico.
But he was drastic with the tactical change at half-time. The idea was to get Marcelo further up the pitch, to avoid having him to have to defend. And they work this again so easy. Isco does well, gets to the byline, cuts it back. Real Madrid players, Gareth Bale almost gets there at the near post, deflected by Clement Longley. Marcelo hasn't got an awful lot to aim at, shows composure, gets the ball under control. To Stegen going to his right, the ball goes to his left, the goalkeeper wrong-footed. Real Madrid, of course, back in this game now. See how much the game can swing on the...
It's Gareth Bale who got free there, couldn't do much with his cross. Marcelo can, and the header's over, and that was a chance for Ramos. He was offside anyway. Barcelona fans getting anxious, and with every good reason, because Modric has hit the inside of the post. Tiny fractions. Attitude has to be 100% all of the time in any given situation. Rakitic. Sergio Roberto in behind. Suarez off the post. Lovely move from Barcelona.
It's a patient build-up. Rakitic with the clip over the top. Marcelo sees him. Look at the space that opens up. Marcelo, he's just hoping the ball goes out of play. They're at 6s and 7s at the back, Real Madrid, but they are chasing the game. Suarez with the volley, does get a little bit.
So to Barcelona really settled and then fully deserved their 2-0 half-time lead, but that goal from Marcelo, both sides have hit the woodwork, and that was close again. That was a lovely ball played in, and Artur seeking out a goal on his Clásico debut, but it's just a corner.
It's Jordi Alba joining up in the attack there, isn't it?
Yeah.
No idea why 2-1 ahead he's playing in this.
probably means he'll get the hook, but we'll see shortly. Here, space now for Lucas Vazquez, 3 white shirts to hit. Excellent cross, a header's over. What an opportunity for Benzema. Has to score.
Well, he talks about this run of form for Benzema. Great work from Vazquez. The wing-back system has worked for Real Madrid in the second half. I'm afraid Benzema has to score there.
He'll tell you he meant that. What a lovely run, and the flag stays down, and Sergio Roberto just didn't quite have the pace to get on the end of that. It's a lovely run and a very good pass. But the qualities that he has, pace to burn, and immediately stretches his legs and picks out the pass here. And Barcelona have Real Madrid stretched to very good effect. It's a wonderful header from Luis Suarez. Well, Real Madrid have looked several times looking like they were going to get redemption here at the Camp Nou. But Barcelona have restored their 2-goal advantage. 2 goals on the day for Luis Suarez. Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 1.
Well, in his absence, it needed Suarez to step up. The experienced striker, Dembele does well. Does the simple thing. Good attacking play from Barcelona in terms of a 2-1 ahead, getting numbers forward. Semedo's trying to get there. And Sergio Roberto drills it into Luis Suarez. The power is on the cross. It's only a short cross. Suarez uses the power from the deliveries from Sergio Roberto, and he deflects it. It's almost a deflection, a heavy deflection. Knows exactly the technique needed, and that should, I say should, it's that type of season, should wrap up the game for Barcelona.
Well, he's just become a father.
Hindered the progress of the club in the last 2 or 3 transfer windows where they haven't made the necessary signings.
Here's Marcelo, good support from Isco. Vazquez never likely really to trouble Jordi Alba. I know Alba isn't the tallest, but he's certainly got the... Here's Benzema, he's done well to find the space. Sets up the shooting opportunity. Asensio.
Because there's about 200 Real Madrid supporters in the stadium, is he?
Oh, mistake here by Ramos, and Suarez is in for a hat-trick. No mistake. The 25th hat-trick in Clásico history goes to Luis Suarez. Game over.
And what a super finish as well. Second half for Real Madrid. Didn't look as if they had any chance of getting back into it. Marcelo gets the goal. It almost looked inevitable that Real Madrid were going to get the equaliser. They didn't make the most of their dominance at that time, and Barcelona have got regrouped and have found real form back in front of goal. And of course, it has to be Luis Suarez. I talked about in the absence of Messi, and he's done everything you require of a striker. He's been aggressive, he's chased lost causes, and most importantly, finished any chance that has come his way. Super performance from Luis Suarez.
Back to his best, and back to the top. And those journalists and broadcasters who support Barcelona are even clapping and cheering every pass around us in our commentary position here. This is Dembele. Oh, it must be, it is! Arturo Vidal. Real Madrid are sunk, and sunk many fathoms. Below safety for Lopetegui, below safety for these celebrated players. There is nowhere to hide. It's a whitewash for the team in white, and a day to remember for those with an allegiance to Barcelona.
Incredible scenes, Kevin. Totally embarrassing for Real Madrid. Excellent play from Barcelona. Enjoying the keep ball session, getting the ball up wide to Dembele. He beats the defender far too easy. Lovely little chip in towards the 6-yard box. Courtois must be thinking, what on earth has happened to the Real Madrid that he thought he was joining? That's too easy to beat Nacho. Vasquez too late. Vidal unmarked. 6 yards out. 5 goals for Barcelona.
Well, Terry, it takes me back to 2010 and that 5-0 win for Barcelona under Pep Guardiola here. It's not been anywhere near that level of performance from Barcelona that we saw that day of Real Madrid, who prepared to put their head above the parapet, said they believed in the coach, they wanted to play for the coach. You'd hardly have known it today. The attitude has been terrible, and Suarez nearly had another. Denied by Courtois from point blank. He's done. He can't survive this. So where do they turn off the pitch, and where do the players turn for morale? And they need leadership. Record worst run in La Liga for 19 years. Mariano's worked that nicely. Benzema can't find the consolation. Florentino Perez has the decision to make.
Well, it's a good give and go, isn't it? Again, Benzema missed. Let's not forget this is a team that's won the last 3 Champions Leagues. And we're
in the second half. But it was that crucial period when Modric hit the inside of a post and Benzema put a free header from close range over the top. No question that Barcelona deserved to win. And probably by the scoreline and the margin they did in the end, because Real Madrid, but for the first 15 minutes.